In this video, we'll learn how to represent root values on number line. So root values may be root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, root 15, or maybe decimal part of root values root 2.3, root 5.8, root 9.3. So we'll learn in this video how to represent these values on number line. So there are two methods to represent root values on number line. The first method we are discussing here. Nextly, second method we'll discuss after this. So first method is using this Pythagoras theorem. So h square is equal to b square plus p square, we all know. So h can be written as square root of b square plus p square. So if we have to represent root 2 on number line, so take hypotenuse as root 2. So this root 2 can be broken down into two parts, 1 plus 1, square root of 1 plus 1. So 1 square plus 1 square, we can say root 2 is equal to square root of 1 square is 1 itself and 1 square is 1 itself. So square root of 1 plus 1. So that means what if we compare these two equations? So if base we take as 1 unit, and perpendicular we take as 1 unit, so hypotenuse will be of root 2 unit. If we draw a right angle triangle in which base is 1 unit, perpendicular is 1 unit, that means the hypotenuse will be of root 2 units. So here I have drawn a number line. So bisections we have taken 1 unit as 1 centimeter. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So base, if we take base as 1 unit and perpendicular as 1 unit, so draw 1 unit perpendicular, draw 1 centimeter perpendicular line on point this. So 1 centimeter perpendicular. Now join it with the origin. So once we'll join it with the origin, the hypotenuse so obtained will be of root 2 units. So that means if we take 1 unit base and 1 unit perpendicular, so the hypotenuse will be of root 2. So this is 1 centimeter, this is 1 centimeter, so this will be root 2 centimeter. So root 2 distance is hypotenuse. So let's measure this distance using this compass. So if root 2 distance is this one, so put the compass needle on origin, open it up to this point and cut an arc on this line with the same distance. So the point where this arc intersects this line will be root 2 distance. So this point will be root 2. So this distance will be of root 2 units or root 2 centimeter. Next, if we take root 3. So root 3 can be written as square root of root 2 square plus 1 square. Root 2 square is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. So root 2 square plus 1 square. So if base is of root 2 units, so if we take base as root 2 units and perpendicular as 1 unit, so hypotenuse will be of root 3. The hypotenuse which we will get will be of root 3 units. So here I have taken, so first I have drawn root 2. So in order to take base root 2, so just draw root 2 as we have learnt here before. So take the base of 1 unit, perpendicular 1 unit, the hypotenuse will be of root 2. So this distance is root 2. So on root 2, just draw 1 unit perpendicular. So on root 2, draw 1 unit perpendicular. So 1 unit perpendicular will be in this way. So this is 1 unit perpendicular on root 2. So join it with the origin. So join this point with origin. So the hypotenuse so obtained will be of root 3. So this hypotenuse is of root 3 distance. So open the compass needle and put the compass needle on this point O. Open it up to this hypotenuse length and cut an arc of this distance on this line, number line. So the distance we obtained, the point where this arc intersects this number line will be root 3 unit. This distance is root 3 units from the origin. So this distance we say this is of root 3 units. So next let's draw root 5 on number line. So root 5 can be written as 2 square plus 1 square. 2 square is 4 and 1 square is 1 itself. So 2 square plus 1 square. So if base is of 2 centimeter, perpendicular is of 1 centimeter, that means hypotenuse so obtained will be of root 5 centimeter. So here I have drawn a number line. So let's take a base of 2 centimeter. So 2 centimeter will be this distance. Now a perpendicular of 1 centimeter on this. So draw a perpendicular of 1 centimeter on this. So a perpendicular of 1 centimeter will be in this way. So perpendicular of 1 centimeter will be in this way. So join it with this origin point O. So the hypotenuse so obtained will be root 5. So this hypotenuse is root 5. So open the compass, put the compass needle on this point O, open it up to this point and measure the distance and cut an arc on this line. So the point where this arc intersects this line will be root 5. So this point is called root 5. This point is root 5 from the origin. So this distance is root 5. So next let's draw root 6. So for root 6 can be written as root 5 square plus 1 square, square root of root 5 square plus 1 square. Root 5 is 5 and 1 is 1 itself. So 5 plus 1 is root 6. So if we take base as root 5 units and perpendicular is 1 unit, so hypotenuse will be of root 6 units. Here we can draw root 6 using another way also. We can break it as root 2 plus 2 square. So root 2 square is 2 and 2 square is 4. So 4 plus 2 is again root 6. So if we take base as root 2 units and perpendicular as 2 units, so hypotenuse will be of root 6 units. So let's draw root 6 using this root 5. So here I have drawn root 5 for you all. So if the base is of root 5, so first draw root 5 for this. So here I have drawn. So take the base as root 5. So this is root 5. Now draw 1 centimeter perpendicular on this root 5. So draw 1 unit perpendicular on this root 5. So join it with origin. So join this with origin O. So in this way. Now the hypotenuse so obtained is of root 6. This is root 6. So open the compass, put it at point O, put it on point O, open it up to this end, measure the distance and cut an arc on the number line. So this distance will be of root 6. So this is root 6. So total distance, we say this distance will be of root 6 units. Next let's take it for root 7. So root 7 can be broken down as root 6 square plus 1 square. So if we take base as root 6, perpendicular as 1 unit, so hypotenuse we will get as root 7. The hypotenuse which we will get will be of root 7 units. Or we can say root 7 can also be broken down as root 3 square plus 2 square, because root 3 square is 3, 2 square is 4, 4 plus 3 is again root 7. So if we take base as root 3 units and perpendicular as 2 units, so hypotenuse so obtained will be of root 7 units. So here I have taken that only. So draw the base of root 3 units. So for root 3 units you have to draw first root 2, then root 3, then on root 3 draw a perpendicular of 2 units. So on root 3 draw a perpendicular of 2 units. So in this way, so draw a perpendicular of 2 units. Join it with this origin O. So join the perpendicular with this origin O. So the hypotenuse so obtained is of root 7. So this hypotenuse is of root 7. Now open the compass, put it on point O, open it up to this hypotenuse, this end point, measure the distance and cut an arc on this line. So the point where this arc intersects this line will be of root 7 units. So this distance is root 7 from this point O to this point. So this is root 7. So let's draw root 8 also. So root 8 can be written as 2 square plus 2 square, square root of 2 square plus 2 square. 2 square is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8. So if we take base as 2 units and perpendicular as 2 units, so hypotenuse so obtained will be of root 8 units. So let's draw it. Here I have drawn a number line. So take base of 2 units. So base of 2 centimeter. So on 2 centimeter, draw perpendicular of 2 centimeter. So on 2 centimeter, draw a perpendicular line of 2 centimeter in this way. Join it with the origin. So the hypotenuse so obtained will be of root 8 units. So this hypotenuse is root 8 units. This is 2 centimeter. This is 2 centimeter. Now put the compass needle on this point O. Open it up to this end and cut an arc on this line. So the point where it intersects this line will be of root 8 unit. So this point is of root 8 unit. So the distance is, this distance is root 8 units. Similarly root 10. So root 10 can be broken down as root 3 square plus 1 square. 3 square is 9 and 1 square is 1. So 9 plus 1 is 10. So take base of 3 units, perpendicular of 1 units. So hypotenuse so obtained will be of root 10 units. So if base is of 3 units and perpendicular of 1 units, so hypotenuse will be root 10. So take base as 3 units. So 3 units this way. Perpendicular, draw 1 unit perpendicular. So this is 1 centimeter perpendicular. So the hypotenuse so obtained will be of root 10. So put the compass needle on this point O, open it up to this point and cut an arc in this way. So the distance so obtained will be root 10. Similarly root 11. So root 11 can be broken down as root 10 square plus 1 square. So root 10, if base is of root 10 units, root 10 square is 10, 10 plus 1 is 11. So perpendicular will be of 1 unit. So that means hypotenuse so obtained will be of root 11 units. So first draw root 10 in this way. So on root 10 draw 1 unit perpendicular. So on root 10 draw 1 unit perpendicular in this way. So join it with this origin O. So join it with this origin O. So the hypotenuse so obtained will be of root 11. So this hypotenuse is root 11. So open the compass needle and put it on point O. So put it on point O and open it up to this end, and the point where this arc intersects this line will be root 11. So this point is root 11. So we can say this distance is root 11. So this is how we are going to represent root values on number line. So this is method 1. Second method is when we have decimal values in root, like if we have to represent root 4.6 on number line. So to represent root 4.6 on number line, first draw a line AB of 4.6 centimeter distance. So there is this, draw a line AB of 4.6 centimeter distance. Draw another line just after it by 1 centimeter distance, BC of 1 centimeter distance. Now find out the perpendicular bisector of this line AC. So find out perpendicular bisector of line AC by opening the compass more than half of AC. So cut one arc above the line, cut one arc below the line. From C point also do the same step. Cut one arc above the line, cut one arc below the line. So the point where the these intersections meet is this point is O. So name this point O. Now put the compass needle on point O. Open it up to point A. So open it up to point A and draw a semicircle. So from A to C. So this is a semicircle from A to C. Now on point B, draw perpendicular on this semicircle. So the point where this perpendicular intersects this semicircle, just open this, put the compass needle on point B, open it up to this point and cut an arc in this way. So cut an arc in this way. So the point where this arc intersects this line, so this distance, if this is D, so this BD distance is this distance is root 4.6. Root 4.6. So BD distance is root 4.6. Similarly, we have to draw root 9.3 on number line. So root 9.3 on number line. So for root 9.3 on number line, just draw a line AB of 9.3 centimeter. So draw a line AB of 9.3 centimeter. Draw another line BC of 1 centimeter just after it. So find out the perpendicular bisector of AC. So open the compass more than half. So more than half of AC. So cut one arc above, cut one arc below. Similarly from point C, cut one arc above. So from point C, cut one arc above and one arc below. So the point where these lines intersect, that point will be center. So center of this will be this point. So the center will be this one. So open the compass, put the compass needle on this point. Let this point be O. So put the compass needle on this point, open it up to A. So open this compass needle up to point A. Draw a semicircle joining both A and C points. So draw a semicircle in this way. Now from point B, draw a line perpendicular on the semicircle. So from point B, draw a line perpendicular on the semicircle. So in this way. Now measure this distance from point B and cut an arc on this line. So the point where this arc intersects this line will be root 9.3. So this point is root 9.3. So the distance is BD. So BD is root 9.3. So this distance is root 9.3. So this is how we represent root values on number line. So this is method 2. So now let's talk about successive magnification, exercise 1.4. So if we have to represent, question number first, if we have to represent 3.765 on number line. So 3.765. So this number will lie in between 3 and 4. So on number line, this number will lie between 3 and 4. So first draw a number line and take equal 10 gaps and divide the gaps in 3 and 4. So 3, 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, 3.4. So this 3.765 will lie between 3.7 and 3.8. So draw one magnifier over it and zoom into it. So once you will zoom into it, the extreme coordinates will be 3.7. 3.7 will be here and 3.8. 3.8 will be here. Now divide 3.7 and 3.8 into 10 equal parts. So 3.71, 3.72, 3.73, 3.74, 3.75, 3.76, 3.77, 3.78, 3.79 and 3.8. So this 3.765 will lie between 3.76 and 3.77. So draw one magnifier over it and zoom into it. So the extreme new coordinates will be 3.76 and 3.77. So 3.76, 3.761, 762, 763, 764, 765, 766, 767, 768, 769, 77. So 3.765 is this point. So this point is 3.765, which we have to represent on number line. Similarly, next question, draw represent 4.26 bar on number line. So 4.26 bar can be written as 4.2626 and so on. So 2626 will keep on going. So represent this you can write down this as 4.2626. So represent 4.2626 on number line. So 4.26, so this will lie between 4 and 5. So draw a number line. The extreme coordinates will be 4 and 5, divided into 10 equal parts. 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8, 4.9 and 5. So this 4.26 will lie between 4.2 and 4.3. So draw one magnifier over here, zoom into it. So the new extreme coordinates will be 4.2 and 4.3. So divide this into 10 equal parts using pencil and scale. So 4.21, 4.22, 4.23, 4.24, 4.25, 4.26, 4.27, 4.28, 4.29 and 4.3. So this 4.262 will lie between 4.26 and 4.27. So draw one magnifier over it, magnifying lens, and zoom into it. So new extreme coordinates will be 4.26 and 4.27. So 4.261, 4.262 divided into 10 equal parts, 4.261, 262, 263, 264 and so on. So this 4.2626 will lie between 4.262 and 4.263. So draw one magnifying lens over it and zoom into it. So the new extreme coordinates will be 4.262 and 4.263. So divide it into 10 equal parts. So this will be 4.2626. So this is our required answer. So this is how we can use successive magnification to represent these values on number line. So we are done with this number line from this chapter. We learned how to represent root values on number line. We learned how to represent root decimal values on number line and root and this bar values on number line also. So thank you all.